Hi, I have a short video. It's gonna be probably really short. Um, so my video today is about evil people or people who go against you, people who betray you, people who are making your life hard. They're inhabited by evil spirits that are attacking you. I know some of them do really terrible things to other people, and sometimes you don't understand why. You want closure, you want them, you try to go and ask them, and try to understand the situation. But believe me, you don't really need it, because a lot of them just lie anyways. They're never going to give you the true answer. Just know that when they do these things to you and you close that situation, you should close it and not return, because when you return, they just feel like they can continue doing things to you, and you'll accept it and you'll return back. Even if you were left for a month, 2 months, I don't care how long you left for, if you ever return, just know that they're going to disrespect you again, and probably worse, and it'll just keep going. Because you know why? I'm going to tell you why. And this is why you don't even need a closure. Because they don't respect you. They don't. The way they don't value you, the way they treat you is the way they feel about you. That's how much they value you. That's how much they think about, how highly they think of you. So if they treat you bad, then you're not really high on their priority. You're not high on their radar, because if you were, they wouldn't treat you that way. And like I said, they are working off. Most people are, just selfish, but a lot of these people are carrying, spirits that are probably doing stuff to you because their spirits guide them to do it. And either the spirit is stronger than them or they're in agreement with that spirit. So whatever it is, you should walk away, and you shouldn't argue and fight with these people, because you're just giving them energy, and you're just opening up the door for them to attack you. And they don't come to attack you alone. You're not fighting one-on-one. They bring their whole gang of friends or whoever they're with to come attack you too. So yeah. All I'm saying is, when the disrespect happens, that should be your closure, because they're never going to give you the straight answer. They don't really care that you're hurt. They don't care that, anything about anything. Obviously, if they cared about you, they wouldn't have put you in that situation. So, yeah. Learn from it and move on. And, learn from whatever the situation was. And yeah. Pray to God, because, God's the only one that's going to bring you the right people into your life, whether it be, business or pleasure, or, even in your family situation, God is the only way that can help you, because, everybody has their own agendas, their own thought process, and, everybody's out looking for themselves first. So regardless of who it is, they're looking out for themselves, what they think is best for themselves. And you might be in that equation, but again, you're not their priority. It's themselves. And then after that, it could be somebody else, you know what I mean, above you. The only way you're going to have a really good connection is through God. So let God lead your way. Just gotta pray every day. Read your Bible. Your Bible has a lot of information in there that people are lacking. You're not taking the time to learn. You're not going to learn it out here by listening to other people, because they're not going to give you the full word. They're only giving you bits and pieces that are something that they feel that's important, but there's so much more in there that isn't getting spoken about. So yeah, you have to make your own relationship with God. You can't be trying to build on off somebody else's relationship with God, because it doesn't work that way. You have to build your own. You can't just go on Sunday to church and think you have this relationship, or just claiming God and think you have this whole relationship with him. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have one, but I'm saying it's probably not that strong. Yeah. And even being weak in your faith, the devil can easily come in and make space for himself there, Yeah, and believe me, they know. They see how you're living, Oh, have you ever seen The Truman Show? Yeah, you should watch that movie. These entities, they know where you're at. They know where you're going to be, and, they plot and scheme against you. So, like, yeah. Don't think that they don't know anything about you, because they're watching. And there's so many low vibrational people. Like, they could be anybody, your neighbor, your family member, your pets, anybody that's not, high vibrational. And that could be anybody. I'm going to say there's a good portion of people out here that are not living right, so they can just be in anybody. God's people are probably more few than there are of people that aren't living right. I'm not saying they're not God's people. I'm just saying they're pretty lost right now, if they are. And, yeah. Anyways, read your Bible. Pray, 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 pray. It's the only way you can make change in your life is pray to God, have a relationship with him, read your Bible. And then when you're obedient and you're following God, will he allow you to have things that you need. I'm not going to say want, because he knows what you need, even if you don't, and it's always going to be better than what you think it is. And yeah. God bless. Okay, bye.